unnecessary. 6,000 already gives us maximum flank. At least it has no unrest. Normally when you recall a colony, at least if it has high ferocity, you have a high chance of triggering the native uprisings. Okay. So Paradox have killed natives. Jake, you have no mill points. I know, but I already spent 40 trying to attack them. You heard the button press. You heard the sound. But there are no natives. Native uprisings definitely still happen, Jake says. Death by plague. Can I really trust someone called Death by Plague? Well, whatever the case, here's a little trick for anybody that especially wants to play a Congo game. As you can see, the growth rate of these provinces, or rather of these colonies, is pathetically small. And new settler chance isn't that great either. It would be even worse if this was a tropical province. However, every time your colonist arrives, he adds 10 population to the place. So he can arrive every 20 days, which is like 15, 16, 17 times in a year. Times 10. Although I let him stay around just in case he gets new settlers, which adds 25. Well, it didn't then. And another thing to consider is that 5 growth per year is not something worth paying for. So let's cut our costs in half here. I'm not going to take it all the way down, but if we take it halfway, I'm not going to cry over 19 lost per year. It's like 1 or 2 a day. I had some native uprisings 10 minutes ago. Yeah, but when I recall the colonist, that's meant to have a very high chance of triggering a native uprising. So high that it should have happened by now. It really should have happened by now. But it has not. Okay, I'd quite like you inside me, but who else do I want to integrate? I'd have to wait a while for Malindi. So I think we'll just get you out of the way now. I can wait 10 years for the other two. I'll probably do Malindi and Kilwa at the same time. It'll take 50 dip, that's okay. You did core that province. Well, it was always your core. You've built practically nothing, but I didn't expect you to. It's a possibility that it's a bugged interaction with the attack natives, okay. Still, we'll get this colonized real fast. Get it done in one shot. It's a bit boring sending and recalling the colonist, but you got to admit, it's really good. Actually, I feel bad for that minus 19. It would be a bit better if I actually had some people coming in. I think it's worth the ducat. Now, I do want to fight you, however, you're allied with him, who is also allied with Hejaz. Hejaz are no joke right now. Which does perhaps unlock the opportunity of getting an alliance with the Mamluks. But they allied with Yemen. Okay, I think we will be focusing our attention to the south. You still hate me, probably because you have a lot more men than me. 7, 8, 9. Well, that's only 9 to my 8. I reckon you'd change your status if I had another person. Sure, it would cost me money, but what doesn't cost bloody money in this world? Jake, did Jake ever sell that island to his vassal? I kept it and cored it myself. It wasn't causing me any harm. Although, by the gods, it's taking a long time for that autonomy to go away. Probably because I'm never at peace. The game encourages you to be at peace even more now. I'm making a lot of mistakes. I shouldn't be recalling this guy before the turn of the month. But that's okay, we can make mistakes around here. Just giving the game a chance, you know. %14 chance isn't a great chance of extra settlers, but it's still good. Enough. Oh, Kilwa would build more units. They're not making it easy for me. But I can still get them out of it. We get 60... Well, he gets 40, 50, 60 and a bit. But we'll get 260 and a bit, so we'll be okay. Next patch. Paradox puts a base gold cost on sending colonists. That's what it used to be in EU3. It cost you gold to send colonists. And you got colonist like you would get plus 0.1 colonists a year. Stuff like that. Still, I'm kind of keen to play around with a local autonomy colony, just to see how bad it really is. Kind of aggravated by this button, though. I'll have to play around with it a bit. See if it really is broken. Damn natives. So what else is there to do at this moment? Incorporated Dal, save the Somali people in Dawario. We're getting Kilwa up, we're integrating you anyway. Yeah, everything's going fine. Nothing to hara hara about. I was looking at my American t-shirt earlier today, wishing I had quite a patriotic story to tell. But I don't think anything could beat that t-shirt. I was also thinking I really should start those DDR streams at some point. It might be the province that's broken, not that button. Native American image would kind of hint towards that. Doesn't seem like a reason for it not to work, but what do I know? I am just a scrub. So we integrate you, what am I going to want? I will want to fight you. Whoa, yes, thank you please. 3 stability. Jake, can we watch the travel of the colonist? Well, there's the thing, he'll be coming from the capital. Did they remove that? Did they just remove the image of the colonist moving? Because we should see him going there. Alright, let's try it. We'll recall you, let's zoom out and zoom back in because they remove artifacts at that level. And we'll click send. There he is. There he is. Mahmoud Gedi is travelling to Afder. I miss good old Uncle Adolf's sandals. You're going the wrong way, mate. And now he is stopped. The most exhilarating gameplay on Twitch today, and instant transmission all the way over there. Like these chopping down one of the very few trees in the area. Oh well, at least we're not getting native uprisings. There's the thing, I am playing on the beta, so to the guy that said that he got native uprisings about 10 minutes ago, were you playing on the beta? Native Americans of East Africa are just too cunning. They will defend their freedom to the last bald crying eagle. I think we've got more people watching this than we had watching the Shamanist Sweden stream, so I should probably add a little asterisk here that when I'm talking about good old Uncle Adolf, I'm talking about Adolf Johann Sandals, not the leader of the Third Reich, although be forgiven for thinking that our shamanist Sweden was something along those lines. Good old Uncle Adolf Johann Sandals was the fastest man alive. Legends are still told of how he simply jumped over Visby, sank to the bottom of the northern Baltic, and re-emerged just outside of Calais. It's unlike me to have low piety, but let's do that. Negatory says Victor 1911, he was not playing on the beta. Well, who even knows? Jake, enable transports for your vassal. When automatic transportation, it's already enabled. Allow armies of allies to load on this fleet. Alright, let's see if he does that. Alright. Oh, let's certainly not click the abandon. Go home, buddy. Come on. Look, I'll even put it out here so you can use it. No. 50 ducats. You know my stance on money. Okay, he seems utterly unconvinced that my fleet is worth using. Still, he can use it if he wants. The bog forums say that attack natives is broken on all new provinces in Africa and possibly elsewhere. These provinces existed before, though, no? After? Also, welcome to the family. Do I get your rebels as well? Yes, I do. What will you do? And why do you exist? And I can't afford you. Go away. I can barely afford the troops I have right now. You know what? I'm curious what's going to happen when you occupy me, so you do your own thing. It's not like I'm overwhelmed with my current royal family. Please kill my heir. Aftar did not exist before, okay? Jake, just accept their demands. Can you accept pretender demands? And come to think of it, all the other rebels that said they would not negotiate. Can you yet negotiate with them? I cannot sortie because it has less than 1,000 men. Okay, there's another thing to keep in mind. Jake, they will give extra local autonomy. Yeah, but come on, I got plenty of local autonomy anyway. On that note, maybe I should do local autonomy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that unrest might be a bit painful. However, you see that reducing autonomy there? Does the autonomy go down for good and I only get unrest for the 30 years? Because if so, that might not be a bad deal. Accepting religious demands doesn't convert you anymore. What? Anyway, we freed up one of our... Oh shoot, I forgot. You're going to hate me because I annexed one of my vassals. Perhaps we really should use you up fighting Mutapa, but you have no way of getting to Mutapa. And I think you hate them. No, you're threatened. You should give military access. Hell, let's just fight them anyway. I'm sure all of our men can march down. Surely. We have a massive tech advantage over you. There's no reason that Kiowa should lose. Do I need to be at peace for anything right now? I have no reason to get that right now. Okay, do it, Kiowa. Do it, Kiowa, please. Begging you. You can use my boats. Maybe they can't get access because they hate me. I had that problem with Ryukyu, did I not? Well, get those relations up anyway. Jake, you can see your total unrest in a province when it's below 0. Just hold the mouse. Ah, I see. It's -7. Gotcha. Doesn't seem worthwhile, though. Okay, this could work against me. Mutapa might wreck me. Jake, a shamanist tribe got flipped to Buddhism. It's definitely still possible to flip through Rebs. The person who told you otherwise just ignored the majority religion rule. Yeah, it needs to be the majority religion. Okay, I see all my vassals are doing nothing. Nobody knows what's going on now. Maybe everybody should do their own thing. Be aggressive. Maybe attach to me. Okay, so you gave me autonomy and I can't negotiate with you. Alright, let's just kill you. Guys, attach to me, please. Please. Begging you here. This isn't looking so good. I am at a loss to describe what my vassals are doing right now. I suppose you cannot come around to help me, can you? If I leave there, what if the natives do rise up? Then I'll be in a bit of a pickle. Jake, are the cool African units from DLC or part of Art of War? I don't know. I thought those were basic images for them. I think the thing is, you won't give access to me. So you won't give access to my vassal because you're outraged. Try to give your vassals some orders, Jake. Yeah, like... Kilwa, go and take that. Use my boats, for God's sake, use my boats. Okay, so you got wrecked by your own... Alright, let's just do this then. Okay, so it's just that this particular province is bugged out. That's splendid is what it is. That is actually quite good to get that conquest there. Still, I could do without them brutalizing me. Finally! Yeah, it was definitely because they hated me. They wouldn't give access to my vassals. Alright, there's now active. Please, vassals. Now is the time to be as aggressive as possible. Wipe out the enemy army. Speaking of wiping things out, let's take care of these guys. fight tough. But the great thing about pretenders is you just need to kill them. You don't need to de-siege the land at all. Wow. Get out of here. The great thing about pretenders is you only need to kill them. You don't have to de-siege their land at all. I think it's only got a 600 or so. Here's my problem. I was looking at you thinking that you were my vassal. Well, that's one of my many problems. Okay, folks. I'm sure Kiowa can take on the natives on their own, especially since they outrank them by 2 military techs. Mutapa has Indian tech. The ride never ends. Probably bugged since the pretenders exist to belong to a non-existent country. I will accept that. Right, I'll help you out with your peasants since you seem to be having so much trouble there. I didn't even give them a landing penalty. There are some things that I really don't understand about combat sometimes. Jake, don't forget about the micromanaging the colony. I hate micromanagement so much. So much. I mean, when you're working for a company, nobody likes management anyway, so you're certainly not going to like micromanagement. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change your directive to support me, so hopefully you attach to me. And then I will lead your glorious armies to attack in Werder. Everybody wins. Or that happens. Does that add autonomy? Autonomy ticks away incredibly slowly, so... Alright. No real benefit to us defending here. There was no terrain or river crossing, but still, I'm sure they'll just die. Jake, I'm sorry if you already answered this, there's no need to be, unless you're asking me about Byzantine stuff, in which case you should hang your head in shame, but I know what you're saying here. Maybe I should just leave you with... leave one unit to deal with you, the rest get out. Okay, Kilwa and Malindi have the situation down south sorted. Pate, Ethiopia, yes. Yes, we will. Yes, what do you think about the minimum of 50% autonomy in colonized provinces? To be honest, I think it's a good change. It's going to severely nerf Russia, and it was far too easy to play as a Native American anyway. The idea that you could colonize a province and it would be just as strong as Northumberland or Gelra was laughable. Laughable, I tell you. Okay, you still really hate us, but we're almost able to overcome that. Once you get to 200, you'll stop being hostile. I will offer you a royal marriage, and then for as long as my ruler lives, that'll keep us pretty like that. Now, your provinces there are mostly base 1, so I'll spread myself out among the base tax 1 provinces. Although I'll let these provinces finish up first. Or not. Let's just get you guys down there. Help him out, son. It does make those low base tax colonies hilariously worthless. It does. But Maybe that's how they should be. After all, it doesn't cost monarch points to colonize provinces, which in a way makes them the cheapest cores to get. They're fairly fast. It's really very little downside to same continent colonization, and it's still better than other continent colonization. Time for an all-out attack. I think we will just be watching you. I know they won't revolt, but I'm still a little on the edge about leaving it without men. Especially since having men there will allow the events to trigger. I'm glad you spent the dosh on that rather than me. Loot, Jake, don't forget the loot. The thing is, his base tax is half worthless, and I don't get double from it. Well, you know you had me at loot. He still has a lot of men, though. He does have a lot of men, sire. The thing is, you drop that. Kyowa keeps dropping that province. You've got 2 siege, so you should go for it. And we finally got you. Okay. Yeah, somebody has just pointed out that I have yet to get a resource from this province despite having all this. Why does that fill me with dread? And I'm not talking about Judge Dredd. Although I do love Judge Dredd. Yeah, so I think this is going to be a province that forever has no resource, because I should have gotten it by now. I know blah 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 mean time to happen, but still. A little bit ants in my pants about ordering a full-scale assault just yet, especially without Keelbot on my side. Jake thinking of the trading in question mark modifier. The greatest trading in bonus. I hear it increases your morale by 100%. Wait, that's just Elan. Alright, let's go on a looting spree. These provinces are tropical. Not good. For me. Because that attrition is going to burn a bit. In terms of war exhaustion, at least. Well, whatever. We'll take the dosh. Give it to me. Maybe I shouldn't be this ballsy with all those men standing there. But I want the money. I always want the money. I break out in a cold sweat just thinking about ducats at night. Yeah, knew it. I'm out of here. Would be nice to head an all-out attack there, but no. This is one thing we can do. We can help blockade. Get that province done faster so that our enemies... Oh, okay. Kyowa gets the job done. Rightfully so. I want my ducats. Wipe him.